People online are split about this.
The View is off the air, finally.
It was a quiet morning in the sun-soaked hills of Hollywood when the calm was shattered by the kind of event that sends shockwaves across the world. Whoopi Goldberg, a name synonymous with stardom, wit, and cultural commentary, found herself at the center of a firestorm. The FBI had descended on her sprawling estate, and this wasn't your average visit. With a fleet of dark SUVs and agents swarming the property, the scene resembled something out of a high-stakes thriller. Witnesses described the operation as swift and methodical, with agents moving in and out of the gated mansion carrying boxes, electronics, and what some insiders have called sensitive materials.
As we come to the end of Black History Month, we want to take another look at everyone that we've honored this year.
But it wasn't just the spectacle of the raid itself that had tongues wagging. It was the whispers of a deeper connection. Rumors quickly began swirling that the FBI's interest in Goldberg was tied to the legacy of Jeffrey Epstein, the man whose name has become almost synonymous with scandal. Could Whoopi Goldberg, a beloved Hollywood icon, somehow be entangled in the web of secrets and connections surrounding Epstein? The very idea seemed unthinkable, yet the dramatic raid left room for endless speculation. As the world watched in stunned silence, Hollywood's elite braced themselves. Gossip spread like wildfire, with some sources claiming that the evidence found at Goldberg's estate could implicate a number of high-profile individuals. One insider hinted that the items seized included encrypted electronic devices, handwritten notes, and even personal keepsakes that could potentially connect Goldberg to figures within Epstein's notorious social circle. The sheer scale of the operation suggested that this wasn't a routine investigation, but rather a calculated move in a much larger game.
This is Jeffrey Epstein, multimillionaire, hedge fund manager, businessman with famous, powerful friends, and also convicted offender.
Of course, Whoopi Goldberg has long been a polarizing figure. As a co-host of The View, she's never been shy about voicing her opinions, often stirring debate on hot-button issues. But this raid introduced a whole new level of scrutiny. Suddenly, questions about her private life began to eclipse her public persona. How could someone with a career spanning decades, known for her humor, intelligence, and activism, find herself under the microscope in such a dramatic way? Social media exploded with theories, ranging from the plausible to the downright absurd. Some users speculated that Goldberg had been in possession of Epstein's so-called client list, a document rumored to contain the names of powerful individuals connected to his activities. Others suggested that the raid might be part of a broader investigation targeting Hollywood's elite, with Goldberg as just the first domino to fall. Conspiracy enthusiasts even posited connections between the seized materials and larger global networks, claiming that this could be the tip of an iceberg that would shake not just Hollywood, but politics and business as well.
The list mentions around 150 people, including politicians, celebrities, friends, business associates, and alleged victims.
The timing of the raid also raised eyebrows, with some observers pointing out that it coincided with new developments in other high-profile investigations. Could this be part of a coordinated effort to target individuals across multiple industries? Rumors have swirled that authorities are finally cracking down on the sprawling network of influence Epstein built over decades, and Goldberg's estate might just be one piece of a much larger puzzle. Some insiders have suggested that other Hollywood elites are feeling the heat, with private security firms reportedly being hired to clean up digital traces and secure sensitive documents. Adding even more intrigue to the situation are whispers of a potential whistleblower who might have tipped off investigators about Goldberg's alleged connection to the case. While the identity of this person remains a mystery, some suspect it could be a former staff member or colleague with access to private information. If true, this would mark a turning point in the investigation, as it suggests that those close to Epstein's alleged network are beginning to cooperate with authorities. Could this be the breakthrough investigators have been waiting for?
I want to get into this Epstein thing a little bit. I think the American people are very curious about who's on this list, or these lists. You have been doggedly trying to get all the information, and now we learn, thanks to you, that you've been stonewalled by people in New York.
Meanwhile, legal experts are already speculating about the potential charges Goldberg could face if any damning evidence is found. Some believe the FBI wouldn't risk such a public raid unless they were confident in their case, while others argue that the operation might have been more of a fishing expedition. Either way, the legal ramifications are significant, with some suggesting that Goldberg could be called to testify in broader proceedings. If that happens, her testimony could serve as a bombshell moment, potentially implicating others and shedding light on the darkest corners of Epstein's network. Meanwhile, the mainstream media scrambled to cover the story, dedicating extensive airtime to the unfolding drama. News anchors speculated on the potential fallout, legal experts weighed in on the implications, and entertainment reporters dissected Goldberg's every move. Paparazzi camped outside her estate, capturing images of agents loading evidence into unmarked vehicles. Headlines screamed of betrayal, intrigue, and the possibility of a scandal that could dwarf anything Hollywood has seen in years.
Here at Epstein's Palm Beach home is where much of the alleged abuse took place. according to court documents as far back as 2001.
Within Hollywood itself, reactions were mixed. Some of Goldberg's colleagues rushed to her defense, describing her as a trailblazer and a role model who has always stood for justice and fairness. Others, however, remained conspicuously silent, perhaps wary of being drawn into the vortex of speculation. Behind closed doors, conversations undoubtedly turned to self-preservation, with many wondering if their own secrets might come to light. Goldberg herself has so far remained tight-lipped, a decision that has only fueled further speculation. Reports suggest that she has retained a high-powered legal team to navigate the situation, but without a public statement, the vacuum has been filled with rumors. What could she possibly say to address the allegations? Would denying any connection to Epstein's network be enough to quell the outrage, or would her silence be interpreted as an admission of guilt?
The structure behind me is the main building on this island, and it has hosted American politicians.
The implications for Goldberg's career are monumental. As a prominent voice on The View, her position now hangs in the balance. Producers of the show are reportedly in crisis mode, deliberating whether to stand by their star or distance themselves in an effort to protect the brand. Beyond television, Goldberg's future in Hollywood looks uncertain. Projects she was attached to are now under review, with some insiders speculating that studios might quietly shelve anything with her name attached. The entertainment industry, ever cautious about public perception, is clearly bracing for the fallout. But this isn't just about Whoopi Goldberg. The raid has reignited interest in the Epstein investigation itself, with many questioning why so little information has been made public about his network of associates. Could the materials seized from Goldberg's estate provide the breakthrough investigators have been waiting for? And if so, who else might be implicated? The mere possibility of a cascade effect has sent ripples through elite circles, with whispers of other high-profile names fearing they might be next.
Just for the record, you've been on his private plane.
Yes.
You've been to stay on his private island.
Yes.
Adding to the intrigue is the fact that Jeffrey Epstein's shadow looms large over so many industries, from finance to philanthropy to politics. His connections spanned continents and included some of the most powerful people in the world. The idea that Goldberg, a figure rooted in entertainment, could somehow be linked to this web has opened up questions about the extent of Epstein's influence. Was this merely a case of unfortunate association, or does it point to something more sinister? For the public, this story is an irresistible mix of celebrity, scandal, and mystery. And while some are quick to judge, others are holding out for more information, urging caution before leaping to conclusions. After all, in the world of Hollywood and high-profile investigations, things are rarely as they seem. Could this all be a misunderstanding, a case of mistaken identity? Or is there more to the story than meets the eye?
I don't think anything's going to come up back because all these people are all connected. Judges,
that's
politicians.
As the investigation continues, one thing is clear. This saga is far from over. The materials seized during the raid are reportedly being analyzed, and investigators are tight-lipped about their findings. Public interest shows no signs of waning, with every new detail dissected and debated. The questions on everyone's mind are simple yet tantalizingly complex. What did the FBI find at Goldberg's estate? And what does it mean for the future of Hollywood, the Epstein investigation, and most importantly, Whoopi Goldberg herself? The drama surrounding this case has left many wondering about the broader implications. If someone as seemingly untouchable as Goldberg can be drawn into such a scandal, who else might be at risk? Is this the beginning of a new chapter in the Epstein investigation, one that could finally shed light on the secrets that have remained hidden for so long? Or is it simply another example of the public's thirst for sensationalism, a story that will ultimately fizzle out as new headlines emerge?
Whoopi has to rest her ginormous mouth in that attitude.
As we wait for answers, the world can only watch and speculate. Will Goldberg break her silence and address the allegations head-on? Will the investigation uncover links to other high-profile figures? And most intriguingly, what does this mean for the legacy of a woman who has spent decades in the public eye, only to find herself at the center of one of the most talked-about scandals in recent memory? With so much at stake, the coming weeks are sure to bring new revelations and twists. What do you think? Is this Hollywood's reckoning, or just another chapter in the saga of fame and infamy? Let us know your thoughts below and stay tuned as this story continues to unfold. Until next time, take care and keep questioning everything.